Summertime, 3 key baits for summertime fishing. Googan Lab, we're out here on the water. Let's get into it. Crankbaits, you gotta have yourself some crankbaits in the summertime. Excellent search bait, whether you're fishing 2 feet of water out to 20. Crankbaits are an excellent solution. Bass start chasing shad, and it's a great search bait. I like that it's not as flashy as a spinner bait. It's more lifelike profile. It's got big rattles in it. Really love fishing crankbaits no matter what the depth is, especially when fish are offshore. They get on points. Great way to dig on the bottom if you're not sure exactly where they are. Just start throwing a crankbait, start digging, and eventually you'll get some bites. Now, if you have gotten up at 5 a.m. and drank your coffee and you're already on the water at 6:15 a.m., you might experience a good little topwater bite in the morning. And I like to throw a walking style bait in the summer. So baits like this is our hound. It walks side to side. I like to work my topwater baits a little faster in the summer because the fish are energized. The water's warm. You don't have to work it as slow like a pop-R in the early spring. This is great all the way through the fall too, when the water gets down in those in the low 70s. And it brings fish up too. It's clacking. It makes a big wake. It's a big disturbance. It's a great summertime bait. And if you fish long enough during the day, you're also going to see those random midday or late day schoolers that come up. Or maybe you're fishing something else. Maybe you're cranking, and then you'll see just a random one pop up, a little school. And I like to have this ready. I like to have this ready to either take right off my reel and cast, or just have it laying on the side of the boat with already have the line ready to cast out. Because if you can get out there on that fish within 4 or 5 seconds, you can sometimes catch them on that topwater bait. Now, if it's 10 a.m. and you haven't received a bite on the crankbaits, and it's just calm, there's nothing happening, there's no topwater bite, you need to pick up a worm. And a 10-inch worm is well known across the globe as one of the best post-spawn through summer, early fall, big bass catching baits that there is. 10-inch mondo worm. You could downsize. We have a smaller mondo worm as well. Fantastic worm for fishing through brush, vegetation. It's got that little sickle tail, modified sickle tail on it, so it won't get too hung up in big brush piles and things like that. I love to throw it on a Texas rig. So I've got a 3/8 ounce pegged on here, and I'm gonna fish that anywhere from 5 foot out to 25 foot of water, any type of cover that I see fish on. Points are excellent, road beds, even anything you see from the bank, like a tree or a little grass edge or a ledge, anything that is offshore. When fish are not feeding on the moving baits, you got to pick up the worm. And now, if they're suspended and doing the same thing, I like to go with a wacky worm. Got a 5-inch lunker log right here with just a 1/0 wide gap finesse hook on a spinning setup, and I'll use this to skip up under docks, under trees, or I'll just throw it anywhere that I see that there might be fish that are suspended, and I just want to give them a really slow sinking worm presentation that they can't resist. So if nothing is going on, pick up the worms and you'll start getting bit. That is 3 summertime tactics you gotta have ready to go. So if you want to see more tips and tricks, subscribe right here to the Googan Lab, and we'll see you next time.